Hey guys, welcome back to the Indianapolis Retrobowl franchise. The Retrobowl, my bad. And in today's episode, we're going to be hopping into the draft. But first, we're going to want to go into free agents and pick a 4-credit player to flip for a 3rd overall pick. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and do that. After we do that, I was trying to shop around and see if there was any better players, which there was. I could have taken that kicker, now that I think about it. But we take the D lineman, Joel Mays. Okay. So with that being said, we are going to move on in the series. Moral is looking pretty low, and it's going to be looking lower after I go ahead and I trade everyone. Week 1 is going to be against Buffalo. I didn't realize that Ochek's contract was expiring at the end of the season, so I need to go ahead and re-sign him, even though that's going to hurt fan percentage. Alrighty, and we're going to go ahead and hop into the draft here. So, we should be at 1. We have to go ahead and trade away the players. We're going to trade away the kicker first, get a 3rd round pick. Then we're going to go ahead and trade away Joel Mays for another 3rd round. Ochek for a 3rd round, which hurts team chemistry. Fan chemistry. Atlanta is offering a 2. San Francisco is offering a 2. And Houston is offering a 2. So that should be 1, 4, and 4. We're going to take the best available player, which is Arnold. The D lineman. He looks pretty good. Let's check out his stats here in a second. I just wanted to shop around and see if I can find anybody else. Rod Arnold maxed out almost tackling and strength. Stamina can be upgraded. Speed, not so much, but I think it's a good overall pick. Now, round 2, we have 4 picks to work with here, so it all depends on where we want to go. I think I'm going to target a QB. I was going to take Lucas Massey with the 1st overall, with the first pick in the 2nd round, but his lack of accuracy was an issue. So I went and I scouted Waddle, better accuracy, better arm strength. Speed isn't really a concern. Stamina is an issue, but it can be upgraded later. So now we're going to go ahead. I see I was going to take Ishmael, but we'll go back and get him later on in the draft. And we take a kicker, which is very important. There's a couple other, should have took that running back, but I didn't, I think the speed for Davon Hillard was too exciting. So I didn't feel like I needed to go ahead, and I'm just shopping around here trying to find other players. He has 2nd round potential, so I picked him up to bolster the D-line. Let's see here. Like I said, Ishmael fell to the 3rd round, so I went ahead and I picked him up. I should have went with a speedier receiver, but at the time that's not really an issue. Rock Core. So I picked him up. He looked like a promising linebacker. I think I'd go here, Dallas, with the O-line. offensive line a year later. I also took B.J. McCain as well as part of the DBs, the DB room. And like I said, I went back for Dallas. Almost maxed out, fully upgraded blocking, which will do good in the long run. I know our offense is 2 stars, but right now there's not really anything we can do as of right now to fix that issue. We just gotta play it out. This first season might be rough, but I have a feeling it'll go better in the coming years. So. Hey, here to look at our roster. We're gonna make Davon Hillard our return man with his incredible speed. Really something I look forward when I'm looking for a returner is obviously lots of speed. I was also looking around at other positions to see if I could put them there, but we're gonna hop right into the game here against Buffalo. Let's go. Alrighty, so a little commentating going on. They kick it off. It's Hillard has the ball, takes it up the left, gets maybe about to the 21. Alright, Waddle with the ball, hands off to Hillard, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Waddle in the shotgun, one to the left, one to the right, hands off to the running back. He trips and loses a yard. Poor decision making by Hillard. Waddle back to pass, looking for, no, it was intended for Ishmael, but picked up by No Hands McGee. Hand off to Hillard, picks up a good gain of 5. Waddle looking, intended for No Hands McGee, but it is dropped. Waddle back to pass, intended for Ishmael, and he gets 16 on the play. Way to hang in there and make the catch. Waddle handing off to Hillard, and he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Waddle back to pass and is sacked for 5 yards. It's 3rd and 15. Waddle looking to pass. Intended for Ishmael downfield, but he couldn't make the catch. Sending out the kicking team 65 yards away. The kick is up. The kick is too low, and it's no good. It's a passing play. Buffalo scores. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Caught at the 1. Taking it to the right. Gets to about the 20. Alrighty. Waddle hands off to Hillard and gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Intended for No Hands McGee, and he catches it for a gain of 8. Handing off to Hillard, and he stops behind the line, hesitating. It's going to be a loss of 4, and they're going for it on 4th. Looking for Ishmael, and it's caught. 13-yard pickup by Zaven Ishmael. Looking for the sidelines, but it's dropped by slow speed Sammy. Handing off to Hillard, gets up the sidelines, picks up about 5. Waddle back to pass, gets the throw off, caught by Ishmael for the longest pass play of the season, a 20-yard pass play. Indianapolis is moving the ball real well. Hillard getting a hard to tell the difference. An interception by the defense. Way to go, boys. Waddle back to pass. Tries to take off with it, and he does. Gets about 5. Looking to take off again, but can't escape. Taken down for a loss of 3, so now it's 3rd and 8. Waddle back to pass. Was looking for Ishmael, but it was sacked. It's 4th down. Do they bring out the kicking team, or do they go for it? Coach is thinking real hard, and he decides to send out the kicking team 61 yards away. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Buffalo scores again. It is 14-0. 34 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Secured at the 1. Takes it along the sidelines. He's got blockers. Gets up to about the 34. What a great return by Hillard. Let's watch that again. Intended for the sidelines and caught by slow speed Sammy. It is 2nd and 5. Waddle back to pass. Looking for slow speed Sammy again, but it's dropped. 3 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Intended for Hillard, but the pass wasn't completed. Waddle back to pass. Looking for Ishmael, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter is starting, and Buffalo scores, so now it's 21-0 Buffalo. Hopefully Indianapolis will score their first touchdown of the season. Hillard trying to cut it up, and to the left gets to about maybe the 22. He audibles, QB audibles. Looking for Ishmael, finds him wide open down the middle, makes a couple men miss, and gets a gain about 14. A minute to go, a minute and 10 seconds left. They hand the ball off to Hillard, gets stopped behind the line. 2nd and 10. Looking for Ishmael Zame. Gets a 14-yard gain. Looking for Ishmael again, makes a man miss. Gets up to about the 30 for a 19-yard pass play. What a great throw. They're really moving the ball here. Looking for Hillard, and it's fumbled, but it's picked up by Ishmael. They hand the ball off. Stiff arms a man, makes a couple men miss, and picks up the 1st down. 20 seconds to go. Here we go. Waddle back to pass. Looking incomplete to Ishmael. The score is still 21-0 with 9 seconds left to go in the game. Looking, trying to find Ishmael, but it's broken up in the end zone. This is their last chance to get points on the board. Waddle fires, intended in the end zone, intended for Ishmael, and it's intercepted. And that's the game, folks. Indianapolis is 0-1. Tennessee is the only team in the division with a win. Fan percentage is at an all-time low. Our quarterback didn't play well. I think that's on me. But yeah, he played well enough for what we were going against. So I think I'm going to give him the credit, and there's our stats. As you can see, everybody had a real good game. I think there was just some decisions that we could have done better. If you want to look at the team, that's where we're at right now. We have a lot of 2-star players on offense, so I can't really blame the team for that. We have a new free agent coming in to visit the team. Now, if he wasn't such a toxic player or at retiring outside of a nightclub. Somebody say Blueface. Hype, baby. Alright guys, like and subscribe.